Is this shirt too creased to wear? Yeah. Got my sparkly lights on, my little twinkly lights. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, this video is exactly for you. My name is Jess and I'm making this video because we've had a lot of newbies come over the last maybe a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, ever since I went on my solo holiday, which by the way, the support on that video, chef's kiss, thank you so much. It's like been an absolute whirlwind of a couple of weeks since that's happened. Yeah, I thought I'd make a little video because some people were saying like they were new here and wanted to know a little bit about me, so I thought I'd just do a little Q&A. So I did pop a little question box on my Instagram and you guys asked all the questions that you wanted to know and I'm here to answer them. If you have been here a while, then you might already know the answer to some of these questions. However, you might also learn something new, so who knows. Also to point, right, I went out on Saturday for my friend's 30th birthday and ever since my under eye, just this one, has been really dry. And you see them lines? Like, I don't usually have under eye wrinkles like that, but they were really swollen on Sunday. Like this, the under eye was really swollen as if I'd been punched but there was no bruise. So if I'm looking a bit dry under the eye, and you know, then that's why. Did I just rhyme? So like I say, I popped it up on my Instagram. I have got a bunch of questions which I've screenshot. So I'm just going to go through what I think are the most kind of interesting ones. Maybe some of the basics. We'll go back to the basics as well so that you just can get to know me. So the very first question, which I'm going to answer, is how old are you? Very easy one. I'm 28. I do turn 29 in September. September the 11th to be exact is my birthday. I was born in 1993. So yeah, that is how old I am. That's when my birthday is. Send all the presents my way, please. I am joking. I know, I don't look 28. I look like 19, 20, don't I? No, I do. I think I do look 28. I feel like I am aging a little bit. We need to get back on that skincare game. But yes, I'm 28. Let's see, another question. Someone says, how did you know you wanted to do a YouTube channel as a full-time job? I didn't really. I think when I was younger, it was like the absolute aspiration. Like I really wanted to do it. I grew up watching the likes of Zoella, Tanya Burr, who else was there? Alfie Days, obviously, Joe Sugg. Like that group of friends was who I used to watch when I was younger, and then I started getting to makeup gurus like Nicole Guerrero, Carly Bible, who are still obviously going now. I think when I was, I want to say 13, 14, I actually started a YouTube channel and I did have quite a few videos on there, but I gave it up quite quickly. I wasn't very persistent with it, so I would upload the videos, etc. But I put a lot of effort in and they didn't really get many views, so I was like, oh, sod this, it's too much effort, and then sacked it off. And my camera battery's running out. Shock! And we're back. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I did create a YouTube channel and have a few videos when I was like 13, 14, deleted them. No, you will never see them, ever, because I did find them on an old memory card and I watched the videos and I thought, Jess, thank God those videos didn't get any views. That's all I'm saying. So I kind of didn't pursue it at that point. And then in 2020, I started my Instagram, which was mostly like food-based stuff, and then I created my YouTube channel in September of 2020, and that was actually I did kind of think that I wanted to do it. A few people had asked, did I have one already? Like a few people had messaged me because I'd already kind of grown on Instagram then, and people had said, have you got a YouTube channel? If you don't, would you consider making one? And I thought, actually, yeah, I do want to try it again, see what the crack is. So we created the channel in September. It was a little bit of a slow burner to start with, but it did grow quite quickly in the grand scheme of things because I've only been doing it for just under 2 years now, like 1.5 years, and I'm really happy with the progress of it. I didn't realise that it would be my full-time job until it was, kind of. So, but yeah, that's how kind of YouTube started and where it's going. Somebody's asked me, do you enjoy living on your own? So yes, in the short answer. So I've been living on my own kind of for 4 years properly. I moved out I don't even know when I moved out. I must have been like 19, 20. It was with my boyfriend at the time. I lived with him. Then we both moved home. We split up. Then I moved in with my sister. I moved in with my sister for a while. I did some shared accommodation, which was horrible. I did 2 places where I was in shared accommodation. One was like a uni halls, but obviously you weren't at uni. So people were just like coming and going all the time. It was a bit weird. And nobody spoke to each other either. But that's like a whole different story. I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. And then I moved into another house share, but it was only with 2 other girls, and it was like in an actual house, not like a 6-bedroom flat. Lived there for about 6 months, and then the owner said, I'm selling the house, get out. So then I moved in back in with my sister briefly whilst the sale of this house came through. My mum and dad found this house for me on Rightmove. I was looking, but my mum and dad actually found the listing, was like, oh, this one's nice. Went to see it, bought it, moved in January 2018, and I've been here ever since, and I do really enjoy it. I do love just having my own space and being able to do whatever I want, not having to think about like other people. I kind of feel like a lot of things that I do would be classed as selfish. However, I see it as self-care because I kind of think, yes, I could live with someone if I wanted to, and I probably could adapt, but I think for me, having my own space, being able to do everything on my own time schedule, not having to tell anyone where you're going, is like bliss. So I can just leave the house whenever I want. I can come back whenever I want. I can go on nights out. I can do whatever I want, and there's no questions asked. Apart from probably Billy, my cat, who's probably like, where are you going now? But yeah, and also I can get a cat without asking anyone because it's my house. I can do what I want. In short, yes, I do. In long, you've just heard. Yeah, I do really enjoy living alone. Are you climbing any more mountains soon? So, me and my neighbours set up a New Year's resolution this year to climb a mountain per month. We did that up until May, I think was our last one. We've missed June. We're in July now. I feel like we will continue it when the weather's a little bit cooler, but like we've both just been really busy, and obviously, and I've actually got an injury to my knees, which doesn't help. Hopefully we will get to do some more. The whole mountain a month resolution has kind of been a little bit now. But we will hopefully do some more later on in the year. Somebody said, do you get more money from YouTube if I don't skip the ads during your vids? I do. I wouldn't expect anyone to sit through a really, really long ad. But yes, the longer you watch the ad, the more money we do get. Somebody said, what was private school like for you? So if you are unaware, I was privately educated from nursery up until year 12. So I left my school / sixth form in year 12 and then went on to college for my final year and did like an extra year. It was okay, I guess. I don't know, I've got nothing to compare it to really, because like I say, I was there from nursery all the way up until year 12. So it was an all-girls school. It was fine. There was my school, and then literally across the road in the same street there was an all-boys school. So it wasn't like you just weren't in lessons with the boys, but they were still there. It was okay. The only thing that I would say, which it didn't hinder but was a little bit of a assumption from my school, was when I did pick my A-levels, I chose photography, ICT, psychology and business studies, and I was brought in by the careers advisor and told that I had no core subjects and that I wouldn't get accepted into university with these subjects, and that I should put a core subject like English, biology, like science, like one of the sciences, a language, stuff like that. The expectation was that you were going to university and you would probably do something along the lines of law, medicine, that kind of thing. I didn't go to university, which I think was quite out of the norm at the time that I was in school. Now I'm not sure what it's like, but I was quite persistent. I stuck with the subjects that I wanted. I said, that's not what I want to do. I am going to like I wanted to be a photographer at the time, or I wanted to go into computer forensics, which I would have had to go to university for. But then when I did my work experience, I was like, I don't know what to do. But then I didn't want to go to university to do a subject that I wasn't sure on, because that is a lot of debt and a lot of time wasted. So I didn't go to university. Instead, I went to college and did photography. I did do some photography work for quite a while, and then look at me now. This is what I'm doing. In reality, my not going to university and studying the likes of photography, business studies, IT has really, really helped me, as in now. So it was the right subject for me, but other than that kind of situation with like my career path, it was okay. No complaints really. So I was actually advised against answering this question. My friend told me that I would get cancelled if I answered this question, but I'm going to answer it because I feel like there's nothing wrong with what I'm going to say. And that question is, what's your Subway order? Everyone who orders from Subway has these really like extravagant orders. I personally get a hearty Italian bread, 6-inch, with ham and double cheese melted with lettuce and like a mayo dressing. It is the most plain and boring sandwich, but that's just what I like. I've never really been a fan of these massively overpacked sandwiches. I don't like mess. So ham and cheese with lettuce. I feel like I shouldn't have told you that, but judge me if you want. Unsubscribe, I don't care. Please don't. It's just a sandwich. Right. Next sandwich. Next sandwich. Next sandwich. I've not just said next sandwich. I need a nap. Right. Oh, I like crying. Somebody... Next question is, what lashes do you wear? So I don't have any lashes on today. But when I do wear them, anything with the word wispy on them, mostly the Ardell ones that you can get from Boots, the Ardell Wispies, anything that's wispy, that's it. That's all I really wear. Somebody asked, does your friend still do the allotment with you? So I did get an allotment with my friend last year. The allotment is like closer to me than it is to her. She did it for a little while, but I think kind of maybe she's lost a bit of interest. She stopped going down. Didn't then pay the rent for the next year, so I've paid the rent and now me and my parents do it, which is fine. You know, people lose interest. It is just me and my parents doing it now, and we've actually done so well with it this year. We've made a lot of progress. We've got a lot of crops coming. It's basically bordering on farming now. So if anyone's hungry, just head to my allotment. There's plenty there for you. Next question, are you single? Yes, I have been single now for 6 years. 6 years. I don't care that I've been single for that long, to be honest. If someone wants to come in my life, I don't mind, as long as they're not going to mess around. I feel like being single for this long has led me to be really independent. It's led me to know what I want in life and achieve my goals without the kind of hindrance of someone else kind of going, should you do that? Now that I feel like I've built my career, I've built my life, you know, I've got my house, I've got my car, I've got my career. If somebody wants to try and slot into that, they can. If they feel like they can, fine. I'm quite happy being single. What's your go-to perfume? So, I have tried quite a few perfumes in the past, but my go-to, and this is the perfume that I get the most compliments about, like the absolute most compliments I've ever had. Every time I wear this perfume, somebody says something about how much it about how it smells so nice, and ask me what it is, and it is this one, which is the Versace Crystal Noir. Crystal Noir? Crystal Noir. Crystal Noir. Crystal Noir. Versace. This was like a bit of a, I'd been in a bit of a rut with the perfume that I was wearing before, and I didn't really know I've worn like Marc Jacobs Daisy as well, and the one that looks like a ladybug, and I was just like, it's alright for like having a scent, but I wasn't in love with it. And I went to the perfume shop. I said, I don't know what I'm looking for. Can you please recommend me a new perfume? And there was this one alongside with like a Tom Ford one, which is obviously way too expensive. And I chose this one. I was like, oh, I like that one. Started putting it on, and ever since I've had hundreds of compliments about it. I'm not even joking. Every time I wear it, somebody asks me what it is. So that is it. Versace Crystal Noir. Somebody's asked me, where do you live? I don't know if that means just city. I'm from Newcastle. that's about all I'll probably disclose. I'm not about to give my postcode out. But yeah, I live in Newcastle, which is the northeast of England. Next question, would you get another cat? So I've sometimes wondered whether Billy would like a little friend. To be fair, with me working at home, he's not really lonely very often, and he's always got, and I'm never out for very long, and when I am, somebody comes in and like keeps him company. For example, when I went on holiday, like a bunch of my neighbours and my sister all went round and kept him company, so he's all right on his own. I'm also part of a Bengal like Facebook page, and somebody else had actually mentioned this a while ago, and then all the comments were like, having 2 Bengals doesn't calm the other one down. It is like having 2 separate Bengals in the same house. They're just as chaotic as each other, and if you think it's chaotic now, it will be double as chaotic. So they don't calm each other down. And if I were to get another cat, it would probably be another Bengal. Weirdly enough, I'm actually allergic to moggies. It's something about their undercoat, and I looked for a hypoallergenic cat breed when I was interested in getting a cat, and Bengals were one of them, so I went with a Bengal because I thought they were beautiful. They've got such an amazing personality that like it's like having another person in the house anyway. And I think that is enough. I don't really know how many questions I've answered there. I feel like I've answered a good few. If there's any more questions you'd like me to answer, maybe in a future video, then leave them in the comments below. I hope that you've learned a little something about me, old or new, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please give it a thumbs up. Go hit the subscribe button below, and if you want to be notified for when I do upload next, then hit the bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.
Baby, let me love you, let me love you, let me love you, let me love you.